We're in Jurassic Park, our own version, waiting to see something jump out at us in the ferns. Yeah, I could totally picture a velociraptor running through there and then surrounding us. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to Scotland. It's been quite a busy summer here, and I've been collecting footage along the way, so it was finally time to edit something together to share a bit of the summer magic. Oh my gosh, it's bright out here. Hey everyone, we're gonna go on a little road trip. Just realized my jacket kind of matches my blue doors. So I need to go to Inverness for a dentist appointment. And while I'm in that region, I'm going to go to a cafe where I have a bunch of my artwork hanging. I'm really excited. This cafe just recently reopened, and it's in a beautiful little town called Strathpeffer. I used to live kind of over in that area, and it's just a really sketchable, beautiful town, and that whole area is gorgeous. And this time of year, I'm thinking everything's going to be super lush and green, so I'm going to take my drone and maybe show you a little bit of that. I just really wish I didn't have a dentist appointment after. Speaking of dentist, something maybe some of you might find interesting is that, so the reason I have to go to Inverness, which is an hour and 20 minutes away, to the dentist, I can't just like change my dentist to a local place, is because it's through the NHS, which is our National Health Service, and they are so overwhelmed and, you know, maybe short-staffed or whatever, that to change locations, it's like a 3-year waiting list. And that's not just here, you know, lots of places all over Scotland, maybe even all over England. I'm not sure, but it is crazy. Like basically you find your dentist and you stay with them. I've checked with so many other dentists around me over the years, and they never have openings for new patients, or if they do, it's like a really long wait list. So anyway, that's the deal with driving an hour and 20 minutes to go to the dentist every single time. Okay, little boy, it's time to go back inside. You can't come with me this time. Okay.
Sketchbook, and I always do a sketch, and I nothing worse than doing a painting and doing it well.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, bless him.
Hey, Grandma! She sent it to me in the mail. Right. Get to the ship!
June and early July was very cold here and really rainy. I mean, more rain than I can remember in many years. Although it's still beautiful when it rains, it has made enjoying summer to the fullest a little bit more difficult. But as usual, I try to find ways to make the most of it. Hello everyone, welcome to a beautiful, sunny, quite hot day actually. I don't even think I need my jacket, but I just thought it would be nice to give you a little garden tour because I haven't at all this summer and things are finally growing and looking good. So this little corner is kind of just a hodgepodge of things, wildflowers mostly, and I'm kind of ignoring it. This is where I grow the things we eat. Well, almost. There's a few things like lavender that we won't eat, but I cut those and keep them inside. Lots more lavender here. I took out the garlic, which is drying in the shed. Sweet peas, just because they're my favorite. I always have dill going. Rosemary, parsley. I thought it was cilantro when I planted it, but it's parsley. Some flowers to keep some pests away, and our peas. And then all of my salads and everything bolted, and I just let it do its thing because it all has flowers, and that's good. Some thyme, I think. Yeah, thyme. And then our strawberries, they're actually, I think, ready. Some of them are ready to be picked. And then we have so many gooseberries, I don't even know what to do with them. It's not my favorite fruit, but we can make jam. And I was thinking of doing a strawberry gooseberry jam. So I think I'll just collect them and freeze them and then decide later. I forgot what this is called, but it's massive. It takes up this whole area and growing right into the Japanese quince bush, which doesn't have any flowers anymore, but it's doing well. Oh, actually, one little flower. But one of the exciting things is that we have a newt family, little newts. How cute. I put some pond plants in here to help with the oxygenation, help clean it up a little. And I think they're quite happy. There's lots of wildflowers in my garden. The ferns, even though I trim them a lot, they've taken over again. Pretty much every week I clear something, a pile that big. Little harvest afternoon snack. What do you think? Hey. Oh, and it's been a long time, but yes, Floki's feeling all better. I have continued my soup making obsession into the summer. It's just so easy and quick, and I kind of just hate cooking in the summer, so I put it on the stove and let it do its thing.
It's a very small one.
Yeah. And Wolfie has become the bread master, which has been amazing. Just fresh bread every day. And he's been experimenting with a lot of different types. That's dense.
Mmm.
Dang. Summer can often feel very chaotic and busy, almost like everything is happening so fast and I'm always behind. On one hand, the excitement and energy I get in the summer is so refreshing and such a change from the winter. But it also means that I am focusing outward a lot. So I need to find ways to come back to myself and refresh. I mentioned in previous videos that embroidery has always been something that brings me so much calm and peace and is a wonderful way to express myself in a different way than painting and photography. And hopefully someday when we have a bigger place, I'll be able to pick up some hobbies that I used to do a lot and haven't done in a long time, like pottery and stained glass. But that's a story for another day. Organizing my office. And this little one is helping. Time to go down by the river, eh? The sun's setting. Got to get home to my cats. Dang it. I thought it was... Oh my god, look, he's so happy. Get it, little boy. No. Mr. Kitten. Now what?
I'm just like, I've got to take it somewhere.
I know. Oh gosh. Oi. Good boy. confused. Oh my goodness. What is it, little boy? I'm very excited about what's in this box. It's a major upgrade for my bike storage. So I joined a bunch of bike packing groups on Facebook to ask people what they use for storage ideas for full suspension mountain bikes. And there were a lot of awesome responses. The best one I found, the one that a lot of people recommended, was the Aero Spider Rack. So this attaches here. It's not attached to the seat, it's just this part of the frame, and it will sit above the tire. And then these are attached to the rack. So this one is like a protective, watertight, maybe more for like fragile stuff would be good. And this is just a standard dry bag. So let's install it and see how it goes. I am a very silly person because I just realized these are adjustable. I can actually rotate this to fit my bike. I was wondering how they handle that angle. Now it all makes sense. There, that's way better. And I can do it on the other side as well. Cool. All right, let's check. All right, that's it. I'm gonna throw my repair kit, my pump, and my waterproof jacket into there. It's kind of not very full, but that's okay.
flowers. I can never get that red.
I
I
know.
don't know how much I try, but I don't.
It looks very vibrant and pretty
Yeah.
close though, if not perfect.
Yeah, well.
Like, to tell which ones are ripe, you have to like duck under. I just got back from the local garden. We have a bunch of gardens and farms that allow you to go and buy produce. I got this giant bag of fresh potatoes. It's only 3 pounds for this huge bag. And I eat a lot of potatoes, so that's good. And then the bag of magic. This is one of my favorites, purple kale. I like to mix this with spinach or something green and just give my salad a colorful mix. But I also will cook this or add it to soups and stuff like that. And then something I've never seen before, purple cauliflower. Clearly I like purple vegetables. I just think that's so interesting. I might make soup, like potato, cauliflower, something soup. We'll see. And a giant cucumber. This would be a funny thumbnail. Summer. My own garden doesn't produce very much, but I have all these resources locally that I can get this fresh organic produce, and it's actually very affordable. It's so funny because when I lived in Denver, we would go to Whole Foods or similar stores and they would pay, you'd have to pay so much for something organic and local. And here you just like drive down the road a few minutes and you're bound to find a farm, and a lot of them have little farm shops that you can buy things from. It's just one of the many, many things I love about living in the countryside in Scotland. I felt like it would be good to sit down and have a little chat because it's been so long since my last video. And I guess that's also a topic I wanted to talk about because as the summer goes on, as the year goes on, and I take on all of these other projects, I am realizing that I have no extra time or energy, creative energy, to put together these vlogs. Even though I really enjoy it, I have to give something up. Otherwise, I either don't sleep or I have a really unhealthy work-life balance. This time of year, I want to use my free time to go on hikes and cycle and trips and do the things I love doing in the summer. And as much as I enjoy making these videos and sharing it, it's just the balance is really hard. Some of you know this, but some don't. I also have a full-time art business and I do a lot of online teaching, and lately, well, this past year and a half, I've taken on a lot of extra projects. I've also started recording more tutorials for Skillshare and my Patreon page. And I do a monthly gouache subscription box, and I have to make that every month. But right now, it's just like everything is overlapping, and I feel like I'm always recording a video, editing a video, and uploading a video. Not on this channel, obviously, but for my other platforms. It is nonstop, and I already have very little free time to do what I want to do. At night, I get to relax and hang out with Wolfie. It's like the only time I see him. And I don't know, I guess I'm struggling with my balance. So I just had to get this off my chest. Like, if you don't see me in a while here on this channel, it's not because I don't want to be here sharing videos and sharing Scotland. It's just, I'm overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed. But some exciting news is that I will be visiting my family in America this year, later this year, September, October. And then one of my greatest friends of all time is visiting Scotland in October. So it's like autumn is going to be really busy and amazing and wonderful, and I'm so excited. But I have to like prepare for that because I have to do a lot of work ahead of time so that I can actually enjoy those weeks. I was thinking about how thankful I am that I don't have kids And I don't mean that in a harsh way. If you have kids, more power to you. I think it's amazing. I don't know how anyone can have kids and do anything. But just for my own personal sake, like with the amount of work that I do, with everything, how I structure my life, I can't imagine it. And we have Akira right now, our little kitten, who is so needy and still very dependent on us. And even he drives us crazy sometimes. But we love him to pieces. We're doing this tracking collar training right now, which is obviously different from the harness with the lead. That's been going really well. We take him on walks around the block with Floki, and they love it. But I don't want to let him out on his own yet. But the tracking collar is what we had with Vader and Floki for years. And kind of when we first let him out, it's that peace of mind, obviously. And also, if something happens, if he can't find his way home or something, we can go get him. But it's also great to learn their patterns, their routines, the places they always go. They have like regular routes that they go on. And once you know those, if they go missing and they don't have the collar on, you can like follow that route and hopefully have a chance of finding them. You know, it's just, obviously cats will do what they want to do, but for now, he's only 7.5. He loves being inside with us and playing. He's not as independent as our other cats have been. So, you know, he might forever be a leash cat. Maybe at least until we move. Like you know, we are interested in buying a place. We've been looking. That's a whole other story. And if it ever moves forward, we'll get into that in a different video. But yeah, maybe for now he's just an indoor cat or with us on a leash. And then in the future, when we have our own place with more space around, he can maybe run free with Floki. We'll see. I'm still in that phase where it's like he's my baby and I don't want to let him out. He still seems so fragile. And anyways, we're not going to get into all that. Wolfie is away in Aberdeen this weekend visiting family while I'm babysitting. And then next weekend he's going on a boys camping trip. I wish I could go, but we actually haven't been camping in over a year. I don't even know, it's been so long. And I keep thinking, oh, next month we'll do it. Oh, next summer we'll do it. And then it just doesn't happen. So yeah, maybe next year we can prioritize that when Akira isn't so needy. I also wanted to say that with all the craziness happening in the world, I truly hope that each and every one of you are able to find something that brings you peace and joy. And even though, you know, a lot of people comment on my videos saying that videos like this bring that to them, even though I'm producing less videos, I'm always thinking about those of you who leave comments regularly. And yeah, I don't know, it's just, even though we've never physically met, it feels like I know so many of you, and I just love that kind of distant connection, if that makes sense. So I'm always sending you love and peace from my little corner of Scotland. Okay, I think I've rambled on enough, and it's starting to sprinkle, so I am going to get some coffee and probably start editing this vlog. So thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Take care of each other. Are you being very useful? plopping down in the most convenient place. Yes, as usual. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I seasoned the purple cauliflower with some garlic salt, and obviously the onions were cooking in there. Basically just sweating together, reducing everything a little, and I do it until it's slightly tender or like the outer edges are a little bit browned. It tastes like buttery broccoli. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like more flavorful than normal cauliflower. So now I just need to add this to this, and I'm also going to add beans and then let everything simmer for a while. It's always a challenge to do this without splashing everywhere. I had to move everything to a bigger pot because I always underestimate how much space I'm gonna need. But I'm gonna let everything simmer, wait until the potatoes get really tender, and then I can add the beans because they're basically cooked. They're from a can. Okay, so this means I added way too many beans at the end and not enough water. I love that because I love beans and makes it healthy and really good way to get lots of protein and fiber and nutrients and iron, which I'm low on. But yeah, it's really thick. Ooh, it's like, that's like got so many flavors. It's like I can taste the individual ingredients, the beans, the cauliflower, onion, everything kind of has its turn in the mouth. That sounded weird. And overall, it's kind of like a creamy, buttery taste. And the potato is like the first thing you taste, and then everything else follows. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, a little more water. Whenever I cook soup, I just make it up as I go, with whatever ingredients I have, and follow a basic principle of it should have a soupy consistency at the end. If it doesn't, add more water, and then if need be, add a bit more flavoring. The reason I love soup, though, is because it's easy to make, easy to eat, it stores really well, and I can pack so many good things in it and get like tons of good vitamins, nutrients, all the things I need. Even though I have to take supplements, I always prefer to get everything I need from food I eat. So yeah, soup is just an amazing way to do that. The color is like a very muted purple, kind of pinkish purple. I wish it looked more purple instead of like this weird sickly flesh tone. Ooh, that's perfect. Mm.